Here we have Caitlin Clark cooking Dejanay Carrington's boots, and then Dejanay Carrington goes out of her way to bump into Caitlin Clark as she's running down the floor. Let's take a look.
Clark, another step back three, yes! And a little bit of passion afterwards. You love it.
Dejanay Carrington bumps into Caitlin Clark. Watch this. This is the funniest part. And then Caitlin Clark treats her like Raven Johnson in South Carolina and says, please, look at this. look how disrespectful this is. This is a you're not even worth my time type of wave off. This is a not even worth my time type of wave off. Damn, not even worth it. You're not even worth it. Look at this. Wasting my time. Dejanay Carrington. What?
2 weeks of build-up, 50,000 fans in the arena, national television cameras rolling, and Dejanay Carrington posted just 2 numbers on Twitter, August 23rd. No context, no trash talk, just a date circled on the calendar like some kind of warning sign directed straight at Caitlin Clark and the entire Indiana fever. The internet immediately caught fire wondering what she meant, what was coming, what kind of revenge arc was she setting up. See, Carrington had been absolutely destroyed in their previous matchups, getting dunked on, exposed defensively, and humiliated in front of millions of viewers. So she doubled down, made it personal, told the world to mark their calendars because August 23rd was going to be her day of reckoning. She wanted all the smoke, all the cameras, all the pressure, and people listened. Analysts debated it, fans tweeted about it. The entire sports world was watching to see if she could actually back up the hype. But here's the thing nobody predicted. By circling that date so publicly, Carrington didn't just issue a challenge, she issued a prophecy. And not the kind she was hoping for.
Dejanay Carrington, bookmarking this day just to get embarrassed by Caitlin Clark. The big bad wolf coming through, blowing houses down until she tried to blow down the Caitlin Clark brick house that was built by Dejanay. This lady was 3 for 11. 3 for 11, 0 for 3 from the 3. A terrible performance. My goodness. Tried to come out and take the show, right? Tried to create her moment. And guess what, Dejanay? Now your name is Dejanay Who Carrington. Who cares? Oh my goodness. 8:23, everybody. 8:23.
Getting used to play on the court as a rookie, but she brings a defensive mentality.
That'll be the first personal on Dejanay Carrington.
To understand how we got here, you have to go back to the roots of this war, because this tension didn't just materialize out of nowhere. During the playoffs, Carrington caught Clark across the face with a violent swipe at the ball. Clark crashed to the canvas, clutching her eye in total agony while the officials let play continue without a whistle. Later, when asked directly if she hit Clark in the eye intentionally, Carrington claimed it was completely accidental. Said she was just making a play on the ball and the follow-through happened to connect. But here's the problem. Video evidence showed her and her teammate laughing about it afterward, which immediately shattered her credibility. The physical confrontations escalated after that moment. Eye pokes that went uncalled, hard contact in transition, chirping that never stopped. Every single exchange between these two fierce competitors carried an extra level of venom and malicious contact. Then came August 8th, just 2 weeks before the calendar date. Carrington would tweet. She delivered a devastating mid-air clothesline to Sophie Cunningham during a fast break attempt, hammering her across the head and neck so violently that the officials took one look at the replay and instantly tossed Carrington with a flagrant 2 ejection. That ejection was the spark. That was the moment Carrington decided she needed to send a message.
Dejanay flopped the whole game. She is so obnoxious. Oh yeah, she really is obnoxious. Then Clark hits a 3 right in her face. Funny because Carrington had a pretty soft foul that went her way on the other end. She's been running her mouth and trying to get a reaction out of Clark all game. Clark hasn't given it to her. And that probably eats up Dejanay Carrington. The fact that she couldn't get a reaction out of Caitlin Clark, that probably eats her up inside. Here we have, well, the white privilege Caitlin Clark versus instigator Dejanay Carrington. I think Caitlin got you tonight. Nay. That's nay. 37 points to 7 points. Ooh, she scored 30 more points than you. Damn. Same amount of rebounds, 10 assists to 1 assist. Yikes. Damn, Dejanay, that's a crazy picture.
So she did. She posted August 23rd, sat back, and waited for the world to watch her execute her comeback story. The media coverage was relentless. Analysts broke down tape, debated her defensive abilities, questioned whether she could actually contain Clark on a big stage. And Carrington fed into every single second of it. She was hungry, she was focused. She had circled this date on her calendar and invited literally everyone in the sports world to bear witness to her redemption. The entire atmosphere felt like a championship title fight with nothing but contempt between both sides. No love lost, just pure competitive fire about to explode on a basketball court. The buildup had been so intense, the personal nature of the conflict so real that everyone tuned in expecting fireworks. They got them, but not in the way Carrington imagined.
Let's see what America's team, the best team in the league, with the best player on it did today. Let's see. Oh, come here. Yeah, historic night. Okay, best player in the league. Ooh, look at how she's diamond. Look, when the team is ran through Caitlin, look at how beautiful it is. Okay. Oh, Caitlin on the defense. Look at that. Defense. They say she don't play it. Okay. Swing it. Oh, swing it. Oh. Three.
And misses that one. Indiana can regain the lead.
I want some more. You come back.
Clark, another step back three. Yes.
From the opening tip, Clark came out playing a different sport entirely. She wasn't rattled by Carrington's physicality or her pre-game theatrics. She wasn't fazed by the shoulder checks, the attempted mind games, or the desperate attempts to provoke her into the mud. When Carrington got frustrated and tried to manipulate the referees, screaming about fictional fouls and waving her arms like a maniac, Clark simply responded by stepping back nearly 30 feet from the basket and launching a cold-blooded step-back three-pointer directly in Carrington's face. The shot was pure silk, ripping through the net while Carrington stood there helpless. And as Clark jogged back on defense, she dismissed Carrington with a wave so disrespectful, so complete, that it silenced the entire opposing bench and shattered Carrington's emotional composure into pieces. That wave said everything, "You're not even on my level." Carrington was so broken by that moment that she deliberately shoulder-checked Clark in transition, a cheap, frustrated shove from a player who realized she had run out of answers. But Clark didn't even bother to turn around and acknowledge the cheap shot. She kept her eyes forward like her rival was invisible.
What's going on here? Goo! That's assault, brother. You can't do that. What the fuck? Is this just the default if you can't think? Or if you just don't want to take accountability for your actions? Oh my god, this league, bro, this league. White privilege while you're wearing a bleach blonde dyed wig. I mean, the fuck? What is privileged about that? You stone cold Steve Austin clotheslined her.
From that exact moment onward, Caitlin Clark went on an absolute rampage and turned the basketball court into an execution chamber. She caught fire from everywhere, pulling up from the logo, threading impossible passes through tight defensive windows, and hitting contested stepbacks with murderous efficiency. When the dust finally settled, the scoreboard told the complete story. Clark had posted 37 points and 10 assists in an offensive masterclass. She drained 8 three-pointers on 12 attempts, with nearly every single shot feeling like a deliberate statement. Meanwhile, Dijonai Carrington's stat line looked like an absolute car crash. 7 points on a pathetic 3 for 11 shooting. She spent her entire night hunting for theatrical confrontations and cheap bumps that did absolutely nothing except hand Clark all the fuel she needed to obliterate her. And here's the poetic irony that nobody could have scripted better. The final score was 113-90, giving Indiana a victory by exactly 23 points. On August 23rd, the very date Carrington had circled on her calendar 2 weeks prior, the internet erupted into chaos, mercilessly clowning her for calling her own demise on a public platform. She stepped into the fire, got absolutely burned, and then had to watch the entire world laugh about it for weeks. This entire saga demonstrates the colossal gap in mentality between an instigator seeking attention and a generational superstar seeking victory. Carrington spent her night hunting drama while Clark spent her night hunting excellence, and the results proved that true greatness doesn't need a megaphone, it only needs a scoreboard. If you want to see how champions actually respond to pressure and trash talk, check out my breakdown of Clark's playoff dominance in the next video and drop a comment below. Do you think Carrington will ever learn that picking fights with the most lethal shooter in the league never ends well?